On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now Spears to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They'll look to throw. That one's taken in by Spears. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, they can make someone miss in the open field.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and the Texans will take over. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hurt! Right there, hurt! Ready, go!
And Stroud now to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. These two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7, and it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. Again on second down, it's Stroud. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Check that, street.
Stroud on third down now. Oh, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Stroud off the play fake. And he fires one incomplete. The Texans hit 6-3 on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. This defense for the Titans, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's fielded at the 45. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. You talk about this Titan defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
We spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll start on the ground with Spears. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. This now a 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
25 yards there on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Tajay Spears, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Stroud working out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready. Check. Hurt. Ready.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And this one's incomplete. Trying to find John Mechie, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Titan defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Panther streak. 60 Bobcat. Warrior 70. Go.
Again, it's Stroud. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Stroud. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Texans 3.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up.
Here we go, here we go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Pierce. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Track him, 60. Ready.
The second down throw now from Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Going for it with Pierce. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go again with Pierce. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Go check.
Pierce now up the middle. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Again, it's Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to move back in front. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Let's take it inside his own 40. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Here's Stroud. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 4. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now back to throw. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Roll, roll, roll. Ready, go. Let go.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Let's go now.
The Texans on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Set up. Ready.
Stroud. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. And it took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Eskridge here complete. And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 4th down. On now is the Titans punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Taken at about the 16. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. 4 yards to pick up, 1st down. And now they're in a hurry up. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 10. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The comebacker is complete. It's Eskridge with it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end. will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it, and in the pass game really well for them too.
Hurt! Hurt! Right there, hurt! Go!
Give to Pierce. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Now a handoff for Pierce. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Stroud out of the gun here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Okay, ready? Check, Panther.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second down and 6 now.
Hey, check that. Street. 60 Bison. Cut it. Ready.
Another run here with Dobbins. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Hurry, hurry!
Pierce is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Drop 50, drop 50!
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Let's go!
Stroud looking to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal. Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. Touchdown, Texans! Tank Dell from 6 yards away. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. On the option, here's Spears. And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
Wow, that ball was not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force him.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. Down the left sideline. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
In motion left goes a tight end. Haskins now on 1st and 10. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
Out of the gun to give to Spears. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Right back to Spears. Ooh, the juke. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans 34. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's Spears on 2nd down. And he takes it down to 40 with a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So nothing doing there. And that's going to make it 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good. From 57 yards out. That is bombs away right there. And that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On the carry, this is Pierce. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Williams. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1 yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
The Titans on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
He needs better protection, that's for sure. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Got his man, Okonkwo. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd down, Williams. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Houston. Javonte Williams, 35 yards. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Harris coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your under pressure again, and down he goes again. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. On now is the Titans punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And he'll take it just outside the 40. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. John Franklin Myers in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might knock it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than trying to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.